What is up, squad? It is your boy here, the Anxious Squid, here at my YouTube channel, Anxious Squid Productions. If this is the first time you've stumbled across one of my videos, please have a poke around after the video is over, see if you like my stuff. I do a bunch of different playlists with a bunch of different things in them. Have a poke around, see if you like me, and hit subscribe if you do. Today's video, I'm filming in batches. I've got another 4 coming that I've filmed today, and I did promise people in the last batch I did that I would focus on players specifically. As you can tell from the thumbnail and title of this video, I haven't done that yet, because somebody came into the comment section and said, oh, I reacted to this and this, and I was like, I'm going to do that before I get to the players. But today's video is dirtiest cheap shots in sports history. Okay guys, as always, before we get into the actual video, I do just want to give myself a quick plug. I like me, I think you will like me. You should join my Patreon or hit subscribe if you can. Any watch minute you give me is brilliant. Any minute you spend looking at my face on your screen helps me, so don't worry if you don't subscribe or don't join my Patreon. But if you like me, please do so, because it helps me out greatly. I mentioned in previous videos that I was going to get into some players and look in player highlights and stuff instead of the overarching videos I've been doing on big themes, you know. And as you can see, obviously, dirtiest cheap shots in sports history is not an individual player. But I wanted to tell you guys in one of my videos all the names I have and the list that I have, and you can hit me in the comment section below for anyone that you think I've missed or anyone that you want me to watch at some point as well. So, before we get into dirtiest cheap shots in sports, I just want to read to you Lawrence Taylor, Odell Beckham Jr., Julio Jones, Joe Montana, Walter Payton, Aaron Rodgers, Saquon Barkley, Larry Fitzgerald, Dante Hall, Alvin Kamara, Ronnie Lott, Bo Jackson, Steve Atwater, Devin Hester, Joseph Vincent, Dick Butkus, LaDainian Tomlinson, Marion Barber, Marshawn Lynch, LaShawn McCoy, Bill Romanowski, Albert Hainsworth, Javier Baez. Sorry if I'm pronouncing any of these wrong, by the way, guys. I'm not deliberately meaning to be offensive. I'm just ignorant sometimes. Where was I? Javier. There we go. Yep. Aaron Judge, Ruby Waddell, Wayne Gretzky, Bobby Orr, Sidney Crosby, and Connor McDavid. So, if there is any player from any sport in North America that you think I would be interested in seeing the highlights, let me know and I'll add it to that list. In the next day or two, I'll start actually working on that list. But without much further babbling on, let's get into it. I'll start this screen record. So 3, 2, 1, boom. That should be there. The screen should be on the screen now. And let's get into it. I'll turn this right up too. And you can probably hear the siren in the background. That's because I live in Niagara Falls, New York. Happens all day, every day.
Allen with a floater. Not there. Carolina ball. Yeah, looked like he got hit.
Oi, he's just tripped old mate over. Is that a dirty play, or is that what I saw?
Brooks got knocked down, a little bit slow to get up.
He's just tripped old mate. I missed it. What'd he do?
Intent there in your mind? Was that a... Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was definitely intended. He threw out his hip. Did it on purpose. I mean, I don't know if that's one of the worst or dirtiest I've ever seen. It's not like old mate, like... I mean, he's gone down on the hardwood floor. Is it hardwood? Is it hardwood, a basketball court? I don't know. But anyway, he's gone down on the floor, which is not fun, but I wouldn't call it one of the dirtiest cheap shots of all time, personally. Oh, was this? Yeah, I was going to say, we've watched this in a previous video. He just headbutts him flat in the chest. Oh, mate, like, that's soccer for you as well. Someone headbutts me in the chest, right? If I'm on a field playing sport, and I don't condone violence, I will preface that with that. I don't condone violence in any form. But if somebody headbutted me flat in the chest in the middle of a sports game, you better believe they're getting a right hook. And like they're just going to get punched in the face, you know, like that's what's going to happen. And instead old mate goes down and crumples like to try and get a free kick or whatever, you know, like I don't get it. Stand up for yourself, champ. Yeah, he said something. I think he said something about his wife from memory, but I could be wrong. Yeah, this is from another video as well. Stomping. Somebody stomped on the guy. Ugh. That is unsportsmanlike. That was in the video I watched, the unsportsmanlike contact. conduct. That is just, and they'd be metal as well, you know, like they're cleats, you know, proper cleats. That's
His head, and
Ainsworth. He's one of the players in my list as well, because apparently he was a draft bust. Somebody was not a draft bust, a free agent bust. He got his, you know, he was playing. He was a really good player, and then he got a big signing and just stopped giving any fucks. Just went, I've got money now. I don't need to worry. So I'm going to be looking into him at some point. But yeah, that's twice now I've seen his unsportsmanlike conduct.
Lambert has been suspended indefinitely for her actions in this match.
Whee!
The semifinals in the
Punched her in the back.
See her kind of getting caught up with Carly Baden, punches her in the back, and then
Full just kicked her.
Cassidy Shumway knocks her to the
Oh,
ground.
that's a leg breaker
Lambert
too.
takes Payne's legs out without touching the ball, and here she is with Shumway again getting tangled up on the ground, and then this one.
Oi, he just yanks her hair.
Shumway's ponytail and pulls her down to the ground.
Far out.
Continued. Watches Lambert goes after.
Oh, that's blatant as well. I just went, like, she yanked that chick down with her hair, like just like it was a rope.
Legs out without touching the ball, and here she is with Shumway again getting tangled up on the ground, and then this one.
Ooh, that hurts, man. Like, I've had long hair, and that is rough.
And this continued. Watches Lambert goes after challenger, trips a BYU player, and then
Boots it into her head.
on the ground. And you can see the ball is kicked into her face, what appears to be purposely.
Yeah,
She received
wow.
a yellow card there. The referee's finally intervened.
Slaps her in the face.
Lambert and Payne again. Hard challenge by the ball. A couple of punches are thrown in.
Oh, sort yourself out.
just smacked Holding with a stick.
And now gets his hands up. And Holdwick still down on the ice.
See, this is what I mean, right? So, again, all the sports we've watched, every dirty play that's happened, yeah? We've watched the person, we've listened to the commentator being like, oh, that was dirty. Oh, that was dirty. Oh, that was dirty. He's pushing and he's pushing and he's pushing and he's pushing. Doesn't happen in hockey. Someone does something in dirty in hockey, they get lit the fuck up. That's the, like, somebody's just jumped him for jumping him as well, you know? Like,
Two-hander to the midsection. I mean, it looked like he was chopping a tree.
There's the hit initially.
bang, that hit.
Simon gets up.
So normal. Oh!
That, you know what? That wasn't in the midsection. That was up high.
Now that's a good hit.
That guy ever played again.
looks like it.
I'm gonna have to bleep the C word. That's annoying. But did that guy like ever play again? Like that's ridiculous.
Holy, on Simon.
That's in his neck.
Oh, that's a vicious hit.
You know what?
Simon.
He's going to get suspended for that one.
Absolutely, he should.
It's up higher than I
Oh yeah, no, it's up high.
Now show me who came in straight away and lit him up. Damn it! I wanted to see someone punching him in the face. That was. I need to take a second to deal with that. Like that was. Like he used that stick as a weapon and like maliciously. That was filth. That was absolutely filthy. Like and not in a good way. I don't know if that was deliberate because he was just like, get out of my way, I'm trying to celebrate, but... Oh no, that was the unsportsmanlike one we've seen. Yeah, no, that was definitely deliberate. You're a douche. Like, heat of the moment though, you know? Like that... To me, that one's different than the last one because that's heat of the moment, adrenaline pumping, fuck yeah, I scored, oh, you're in my way, I'll elbow you, you know? Like, you don't have time to catch yourself in the action. Whereas old mate got flattened against the glass, got up leisurely, took a couple of steps, saw the next person and decided to fucking chop his neck. Like, wow. Still not past it, hey?
That's not only ejection.
I'm like,
it's
oh.
gonna be a suspension. It should be.
And potentially an assault charge. Like, there's not supposed to be fighting in basketball. It's going, well done, good stuff.
First down from our forward.
What did I miss?
Dumerville back in.
Much more she's at the end of the play here.
Oh!
Right on. Step right on him.
Dog.
That should be a penalty.
Absolute dog.
That should be a personal foul.
And then one of his loyal teammates saw it. I think he came over and confronted Vic, but that looks like a deliberate. He just looked right down at him.
That's
He was looking right down at his leg, and then
Yeah, 100%. Don't even think about it, mate.
Simcoe angered the driver Don St. Dennis and spun him out.
I love NASCAR, right? Like, I've got it. I don't love NASCAR. I haven't seen a bunch of NASCAR. Like, I'm not saying, oh, I'm a big NASCAR fan. My old man is, right? So my stepfather is a massive, massive fan of NASCAR, and he's a massive fan of sports, like racing in general and motor racing in general, right? And there's the V8 supercars back home, which are like a touring car championship, if that makes sense. There was, I remember this one time where Greg Murphy and I can't remember the guy's name. But he was a little pissant, right? And Greg did something. He cut in front of him or something like that, you know. And this guy had a fucking tantrum because he had a car accident because he was a horrible driver. And Greg had cut him off, you know what I mean? Like, it was yep, I'm gonna get in front of you because I can, and old mate had a tantrum and, like, crashed the car as a result. And they were, you know, confronting each other in pit lane, and the guy, like, they were face to face, screaming and being held back from each other, and this guy was like, you tried to fucking kill me! And Greg Murphy, to this day, I will never forget the look on his face, because it was just a look of glee, and he was like, yeah, and I'll do it again! And it was just... zero stuff's given. Yeah, I tried to kill you and I'd do it again. And you wouldn't get away with it in this day and age, but it was a good, in heat of the moment call that I was just like, chopped, jarred, haha, done. You're sorted, mate. Put you on a shelf because you're done. That was the best call to make.
Possible checkered flag. Gets out of his car, runs up to the 20 car, and delivers...
He's literally running up to the car. Oh!
Drop kick through the plexiglass.
That's mad! He literally drop kicked the windscreen.
Car and delivers a wee.
Yes, son.
The plexiglass windshield.
Yes.
Them cats was fast as lightning.
Like, yeah, okay. Horribly dirty.
In his car, St. Dennis made it out, ran over to Simcoe, and the two traded haymakers. Nothing as dramatic as that drop kick, though, which is now
that's it.
Zidane headbutt of auto racing.
Yeah, I love that. He knew straight away. As soon as that happened, he's like, people are going to be watching me on YouTube. Like, that was insane. That was an awesome drop kick, but also very cheap, like a cheap shot. You're not expecting it. Very bad thing for you to do. Blah, blah, blah. But, like, you know, whatever happened to him beforehand, I'd love to know the justification for why he was so enraged that he jumped through the windscreen of a car to try and attack the other guy, you know? Like, I just... Apologies if the lighting in this video is weird. I'm copping varying rays of sunlight through the clouds and everything, so... I'm sure you'll deal with it. You'll be fine. He just kicked it out. Oh, I remember that. That was the ball boy. I remember that. Okay, so I'm fairly certain this is what happens, right? So the ball boy is like, he slightly gets in the way just to give his team a little bit extra time to set up, you know? Like, probably shouldn't do that as a ball boy. But then old mate kicks him. Like, he kicks him, and he's a massive gronk about it.
One of the Chelsea players, I think, has attacked, or certainly has wrestled the ball away from the ball boy.
There we go, yeah.
Left the poor boy in something of a heap, and it's no wonder that the Swansea players are angered by that.
Yeah. You gotta fly the flag for your kids, right? You gotta fly the flag for the kids. If no one else, you gotta fly them for the kids.
Well, that's astonishing. And that has inflamed passions. Clearly, Hazard wants to get the ball.
Took a year and a half.
To get it.
Yeah.
He was just in the process of picking it up. And Hazard tried and kick the ball out of his hands. Something happened.
Give us this, like, you've obviously got a good zoomed in look now, but you didn't at the time. But I'm fairly certain what happened was the kid, he'd like maneuvered his body so that the guy had to like walk around him, and then as he was walking around him, he maneuvered it again so that he kept having to like. It was a dick move on his part, and it shouldn't have been like he shouldn't have been allowed to do it. But if you're a professional athlete, like. You probably shouldn't physically assault a child in the endeavour to win the game, you know? Like, that probably the line is drawn somewhere before that. But, yeah.
Trying to work it free.
Whey! That looked like he just butted him with the stick, like the end of a rifle or something. Wild fan, you know, Wilder getting into it. Flying the flag, as you do. Once again, hockey. You do something filthy, you get punched in the face for it.
Jared Spurgeon comes in and gives him a shot.
Trying to get out, yep. Cross check. Oh!
Retaliatory play on Jared Spurgeon.
Like, maybe he didn't hit him in the face deliberately. Oh, that's...
To me, that's one of those where you throw the guy right out of the game for...
Yeah, 10-minute misconduct for sure.
Like that.
Watched him rebound the ball. 3 separate...
Whoa, he just ragdolled him. Oh, and he stood on him.
Love just stepped on Scholes' face.
Deliberate as well, deliberate.
Let it get out of hand. The Rockets bench is up.
I I love the blame always, and I know I'm pausing the shitload for this video, but oh well. Like, I love the blame that is thrown out there of, oh, the refs are letting this get out of hand. Like, those aren't full-grown adults making the choice to stand on each other's face or throw hands, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the refs' fault that these guys are suddenly being physically, like, over the top, you know? Like, how is the ref supposed to maintain old mate's emotions for him? He says what's within the rules and what's not within the rules, and if it's not within the rules, he'll tell you each time, but if you don't care each time, there's not much else he can do, you know? Like, it's not the ref's fault, it's old mate actually throwing hands or putting his foot in someone else's face, you know? Don't blame the ref for the person you're supposed to be talking about doing the wrong thing, you know what I mean? Like, refs cop it a lot when they shouldn't. Oh.
And caught him in the helmet.
Oh, he doesn't look well at all. He doesn't look well at all.
And maybe out.
Oh! Right in the temple. And he hit his head on the ground.
He was trying to tap him in the shoulder. But, you know, you're very responsible for your stick. And this is not good, and it'll be an unbelievable...
That's filth, but... Is this him biting his ear off? It is!
Holyfield is very unhappy. Look at this. It looked as if Tyson bared his teeth at one
He did.
in the exchange. It's his ear.
It bit his ear, that's what Holyfield did. A lot of tears from that. You see the blood on the ear.
Took a chunk-lid bite. Let's see it.
Yeah, he bites him there. You see him lift his teeth. And Holyfield hit that.
That's filth. That's dirty as well, but... I knew that one was coming. Oh, and he threw the pop, like, popped him in there as it happened as well.
That's a flagrant too. He's out of here. Who's going to guard Kobe the rest of the game? Yeah, he's thrown out. He's thrown out of the game.
Yeah, big coat hanger. Like, again, not sure he was, like, you know, he didn't think too much. It was a bit of a brain snap.
That folks are talking about, and Chris came in none too happy about this. You can see in the paint.
Whee!
Push Reggie Evans down because we'll slow it down. Evans. What do you mean he wasn't too happy? Why would he be?
That's a squirrel grip. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't want that either.
Got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. You touch, like, if we're playing sports, you got to do whatever you got to do to distract me, whatever, mate. But don't bitch when I throw hands when I'm not happy with what you've done. You know, like, that's it. That's
I don't know where you get your cookies at, but the rest of us don't get ours.
Yeah.
Twice before, as we'll see here, for biting incidents. Who knows what goes through his head? How is he wired?
Why is he biting? In soccer as well. What are you doing, mate? Are you teething?
And in my opinion, FIFA has to look at this, and if they are satisfied, there is a bite and a contact with Chiellini.
Dennis Johnson is short with it.
Quality is in the video, not in mine. Sorry, guys. Whoa! That was like a Bradshaw clothesline from hell. Like, that was intense. That was blatant. Like, even with the quality, that was blatant. He just coat hanging in. What era is this? The 80s? Look at his face. Look at his mustache.
McHale hustling back up. It's a 2-on-1, and both McHale and Henderson.
Bang, yeah, just took him out.
They got him. And Rambis up.
And he got right back up and went after. Lol, fell on the guy sitting on the court too.
Yarko Rutu, number 37, was on the ice. Watch the skate to Chris Simon. There's one. And then with Rutu down on the ice, Chris Simon steps, kicks the skate of Yarko Rutu. Just here, the referee
that's messed up.
Immediately came over and saw to it that Chris Simon...
Like, that's a weapon. That's a blade.
Immediately, you could sever a tendon that way.
Yeah.
In 2015 Eastern Conference quarterfinals, and they're going to get a red card.
Red Bull gets a red card.
Do both of them get it?
Oh!
Parks is going dirty.
Dog.
He comes up from behind and takes him down with the spikes.
And of course, typical soccer, right? The one guy goes, I'm closer, so I should fly the flag, but then doesn't do anything. If that was hockey, if somebody had hit someone from behind in hockey like that, you better believe that that would be a bench clip. Like, your goalie would punch on over that, you know? Like, who's the Arizona Coyotes goalie that grabbed someone from behind this week or the week before? Kemper, I think it is. Kemper, he was the closest to the guy that had done the dirty thing, so he wrapped him around the neck, you know? Like, that's just... I feel like there are far more consequences for being a cheating fuck in hockey than there are in any of the other sports I've watched so far.
Back over his head and then parachuted down. He comes down slower than he got in the lead.
Wee, that was a hip check. That's awesome. He didn't even go to the ball. He was just like, boom. Try and shoot it from under the ground. Guy on the bench needs to be pulled back. All right, last story, I promise, okay, my under-16s grand final, okay, which was under-16s, you know, like 16 and under age, grand final, it's the top, you know, last game of the year, championship game in Aussie rules, yeah, and this team that we'd been playing against, we hated them, right, because it was basically like the Super Bowl. There were two divisions, there was Greater West and there was Western Sydney. We'd won the Western Sydney comp, we'd smashed everyone. They'd won the Greater Western comp, they'd smashed everyone. The two times we played had been decided within a goal, like 3 points and 2 points or something, and we'd traded 1 for 1. So it was a real intense game, yeah? And this punch-on occurred not 20 metres, 30, like I don't know, 20, 30 yards from the bench where myself and, you know, 3 other people were sitting at the time. And this punch-on started occurring, this fight, where it was one of our players versus like 3 or 4 of theirs. And so naturally, the first thing you think to do is, well, shit, I'm gonna go help my mate, you know? And it was a bench clearing brawl, everyone got into it and everything, but it turned out, like, in the week or two after because we won the game and we got the premiership and everything, but there was controversy because somebody in the crowd had been filming the game and filmed and broke down the point where me and my mate Lucas had stepped from the field, like from outside, to being in the field of play to then punching on, and their point was, all points should have been taken off at that point, and then the Blue Mountains would have won then, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, it was this big deal, and eventually, thanks to the fact mostly that my mum was on the impartial committee that was deciding, I think. But yeah, we ended up deciding that it didn't matter and that, you know, the two people, myself and my mate Lucas, that had come off the ground, like from off the ground to on the ground, actually didn't throw any punches that connected to the face with anyone. He threw 2 or 3 that missed, and I was just grabbing people and pulling them away and trying to separate people and stuff. But, yeah, it nearly cost us the whole thing, the whole title. So I wonder if him coming off the bench into the field had a similar effect for these guys. I don't know.
He went to the right. He jumps out on him.
That guy is huge. Who is that white dude? That white dude is like 3 times the size of a normal person. That number 53 looks like he's 11 feet tall. Bang, like, yeah, hip and shoulder, that's dirty, but that guy, like, he's nearly as tall as the hoop. Look at that. Sorry, I know I'm being distracted, but, like, I need to learn more about these players in this era. Like, just look at that. I've got it paused. Look, there would be, that guy with the ball could stand on his own shoulders and he might not be as tall as that guy. Then old mate just jumps and tucks the elbow. That's rough. That is rough. That is filth. That is filthy. But alright, I'm going to wrap this video up here. As I said, I'm doing it in batches and I have got a bunch to come. This video, oh wow, went for 20 something minutes so far. So I'll get out MSG. It's MSG. Like I'm watching a hockey game or something. The videos I'm going to batch right now and that you can expect in the next 2 or 3 days. This one, Dirtiest Cheap Shots in Sports, MLB Genius Bunts and Top 10 Bench Cleaning Brawls, MLB Greatest Outfield Throws and Infield Missiles, and the best long jump battle in history, because that looks interesting to me and I haven't done any track and field days yet. So if those things sound like you're gonna be interested in them and you liked the video you just watched, please hit that subscribe button, share me with your mates. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as I can. I'm trying to get 500 before the end of this year and 1,000 before July in 2020. So yeah, everything you do to help me reach that endeavor is great. I have a whole bunch of other playlists. I do Australian history, I do these reaction videos, I do live streams every 2 or 3 days where I talk about whatever's on my mind or whatever current affair is happening and all that. And yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments section below. thanks for watching. I'll see you when I look at you, and you will see me when you look at me.